Good morning. I'm Teddy, and it is December 15th, 2025. It's 9 a.m. Shout out to the mob. All my other bears, I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. Please hit the like on your way in, and let's get started. The court opened at 8:30 a.m. And today is not about opinions, personalities, or online noise. Today is about compliance. A court order was issued, time was granted, a stay was lifted, and a deadline was set. Deadlines are not debates, they are not suggestions. They don't respond to fear, theatrics, or narrative control. There are only three possibilities today: compliance, refusal, or evasion. Only one of those moves a case forward. The other two document exactly what the court has already observed. This is not about retaliation. It's not about exposure for sport. It's about a basic rule of law. You cannot invoke the power of the court while hiding from it. So today, I'm not here to speculate. I'm here to mark the moment. December 15, 9 a.m. The record speaks next. This is D for day zero. All right. So I said I would come on this morning, first thing, and I am here. And typically, when I come on around this time, and I was thinking about it, I used to come on 3 times a day. I would come on at 9 o'clock, noon, and 9 o'clock at night. It would be morning mocha or messy mocha. At noon, it was lunchtime, Teddy and the mob. And then at night, it was Unwind with Teddy After Dark or Analyze This. Okay. Whether or not I follow that same pattern of time slots, I have considered it for today. I have also checked the docket just to make sure. At 9 o'clock this morning, or just before I came on live, the last filing was December the 10th. All right. So we know right now there is nothing docketed since then. Again, at noon today, I plan to check the docket. And of course, I plan to check after 4:30. I've already explained to my audience that if something was filed on Friday by paper, typically, even, or I should say electronically or by paper, typically by noon on Monday, it would be on the docket. So that is why I am going to be checking at noon to see if anything did come in on Friday. Also, the judge could rule on something today, and I don't know. But I will report on anything that is new on the docket. All right. This morning, since I've said so much already about this, and I said I'm really not going to speculate. Okay. This day is going to come, and it's already here. It's day 0. And we will see what happens. Good morning to my moderators, Baby Juju and Vicky Black. Juju says, email unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. And yes, I will be checking for those as well. I am on all social media as Unwind with Teddy. So if something comes in by email before noon, if I go live at noon today, then I should get a chance to at least have taken a look at it and then decide whether or not I'm going to include it if I come on at that time. I have considered that staying on all day long and then just, allowing let me remove this, updating the ticker or the title of the video as, as the day moves along. There are some things that I do need to take care of outside of this, and it's possible to happen while I allow the clock to appear and or other videos that I could play or updates that I can provide. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't planned it all out. I haven't. No. I want to keep it open and spontaneous, at least fluid in terms of what my plans are for this broadcast today. Last night, I went live on this channel, and I also was live on Run Tell That Too. I played from a video, and after the video was played, it was another content creators, and I gave commentary on it. It was from an old video of Treesus, and we watched it, And then I made the decision right after the video played on Run Till That 2 is I privated the video. And I did it mainly because I didn't want it to become a target for anyone. I'll just say anyone to remove it under their own power. Yeah. So that's why I did it. And yeah. So what that might also signal is for the future, if I decide to play any flashbacks that might be similar or those that I think could be targeted, I might do the very same thing. I may also put them on members after I play them. Speaking of members, I don't have a membership on Run Till That 2. I am not monetized on Run Till That 2. I haven't turned anything on because I have said, and I'm not going to take it back, that I want the channel to reach 1,000 subscribers before I turn on, full monetization. Currently, I really don't think that's on. You can get partial monetization after a channel reaches 500 subscribers, along with so many watch hours. Okay. And I don't believe I have that turned on. Yeah. I'm not over there as frequently. And there are some videos over there that have been up for, some time. All right. Yeah. So I'm sure there might be some of you who have questions and or comments. And I'm going to take a quick look at those comments, and maybe I will read some of them. Yes. As a reminder, throughout the day and anytime you are here in the Bear Cave, please be respectful in the chat. Everyone is welcome, so long as that is those rules are followed. Rules by YouTube, of course. Yeah, I want to make sure that we do follow YouTube guidelines. Yeah. So, good morning. Good Monday morning. Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know if you can hear the sound of my small clock. This one is ticking in the background. Yeah. And right now it's synchronized to the clock you see, the countdown clock. Yeah. Kind of like at home, if you have a grandfather clock or a clock like that, you would hear the ticking. Some people don't prefer to hear the ticking of a clock. Myself, it doesn't bother me at all. I like clocks, yeah. But I will turn it down, okay? And I think I will turn it down even lower than I had it last night. And we'll just take it down, way down. Yeah. So, you see it there. Let's put up my fireplace. Because baby, it's cold outside. And that's not just, lyrics from a song. Um, it's very cold outside. It's frigid cold. And I've already been out for my morning walk. And, I took a look at a video, and it had to do with uh, persons, who go out in the snow, and they have these small cabins, you know. And I watched one. It was in Alaska, and then various parts of the United States. And yeah, and then I seen women who have gone out as well in these cabins, and they're really um, very tiny. Some of these cabins are, permanent fixtures, and others I've seen where they've been hitched to a trailer, truck, and taken up north or someplace and set up. Yeah. And it looks so adventurous, because it is out in the middle of, you know, a place where the pine trees are very, very tall, and the snow and nature is really all you see. And then you see this tiny cabin. I may pull one up. And I thought, wow, I would love to broadcast live from a tiny little cabin out in the snow somewhere way up north, mhm, with a fireplace, uh, and you can see these uh, content creators, because they are. It's on YouTube, and they are typically, it's a guy, and they bring their dog along, for the venture, I'll call it. But what I've really enjoyed is the camera shots that are shown, and it's obvious these things are well prepared. And then another portion I like is when they pull out, um, the logs, and they, put them in this little teeny fireplace inside the cabin, and then they stoke the fire, and it's just so peaceful, and the scenery and the conversation that you hear. But it's shots throughout the video, and then you see the dog, and running in the snow, and then you wonder, at least I've wondered, like, you see this trail up to it, like, where are they, you know yeah. Do they, plan? I know they plan it, but it's not like, I don't think it's like necessarily a campground, because in campers, you'll see many of them. So it's not like you see these tiny, um, you know, houses out. Yeah. And if they are out there, they must be like miles apart or some distance, because when you see the camera shot and they do the pan around for distance, it's just, you know, snow and trees, and no village. I can't see that. It's someplace that they want to be out I'm I'll call it maybe the wilderness, but close enough, I think, that they could be, if anything happens, yeah, they could be rescued, and um, they would certainly have enough gas uh, to get back to the highway that they would have come from. Yeah. hmm And then they show it at night. Yeah. You know, and then person wakes up in the morning. Another thing that I saw that I'm like, whoa. Now I definitely wouldn't be trying this, but the guy he has this big tub of water, when he first arrives, and he puts this hose on it because it's like frozen. I'm like, what is he going to do with that? Well, the next morning arrived, and it was kind of like melted, but still icy. And the camera pans away, and then you see him sitting in this cold, ice cold tub of water. Is whoa. That part, I that would be a challenge. I don't care if you are fully dressed. I don't care if you have on layers and layers of jackets and all of that. You- but that's what he did. Yeah. And then you see him, he gets out and he's just in, like jogging shorts or something like that. And he shakes himself out. And then he walks back to his cabin and yeah. Ooh. Yeah, takes off his boots, and it's really, it's fascinating the way that the cabin is set up. Right at the entrance, he has this. It's a retractable clothesline, and you see him. He pulls it out, and then it attaches at an angle, and it's there that he hangs his like boots on a clips, and his jacket, like when he's out, and clothing and all of that. And I say, you know, it's very creative, and it's made for that purpose. And then, of course, he goes over to his little stove, and depending on the size of your cabins, and I've seen some that are even more sophisticated, they might even have 4 eyes, but this one that I watch, he has 1 eye burner, and he puts on his coffee pot, and and he pours himself a hot cup of coffee, and then the shot, you know, goes away, and he comes back, and he's preparing himself this breakfast that consists of 2 eggs over easy and some link sausage. Yeah, but before he puts that, and he uses this, cast iron skillet, which is, wonderful because I like cast iron. But before he prepares all of that, he's chopping up like onions and peppers. He's slicing them, bell peppers and, green pepper, onions and yellow peppers. And then he slices this tomato, and then he puts it over into the grill, and you see it. And it's just, this perfect episode. It really is, because I ended up watching, and I think it was maybe 15 minutes altogether. Of course, there's much more, but it's these clips all spliced together. And the way that it's produced, it draws you in. And it just captivates, or at least it did for me, because I had never, really watched one. And then I wondered, how did I get uh, picked? The YouTube, puts in the algorithm something that they think the viewer would be interested in watching. And they definitely picked it correctly for me because I did watch it. So that might tell you a little bit about, really what I'm, some of the things that I'm attracted to. Although I've mentioned I love nature, I love uh, scenery, I love all of that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So we might cut away at some point today and take a look at some of those cabin scenes, some snowfall. I don't know. Yeah. Um, Throughout the day as we await for the court to close. Mhm. And I did mention, just again, for some of you might be new to my channel, the filing, if it happens today, it will be filed. Someone will deliver a response to the court, whether it comes by mail, whether it was sent in on, walked in on Friday or delivered by a courier. I I don't know. And by saying I don't know, that's not speculating. That's just saying I don't know. Speculating would be, I think, uh, telling you what I think is going to happen specifically. Would anyone agree with that? Or maybe I should really look that up. What is speculation? Well, let's see. Ah, so we learn. Speculation is asserting or implying something as likely or true without verified facts. That's it. No mysticism, no poetry, none of that. It's guessing and dressing it up like knowledge. Ah, something that you likely think is true. Mhm. It's filling gaps in evidence with imagination. Hmm, okay. It's saying this must mean when you don't actually know. What speculation looks like. Hmm. You might say a person is going to do X. Hmm. You might say, I think the judge will definitely, and then X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So those are statements, but aren't facts. They're forecasts. And I know courts hate forecasts, maybe. Yeah. What speculation is not? Oh, all right. Quoting filings verbatim, reading what is actually on the docket, describing what has already happened. Uh-huh. Facts are boring. Speculation is noisy, it says. Guess which one survives? Scrutiny. So, one of the reasons I certainly don't want to speculate on a specific is because just like I said in the beginning with speculation, it's implying something that is true without any verifiable facts. Yeah. Now I see speculation isn't what has already happened. Speculation isn't like reading from facts that you know are true. I wouldn't be speculating if I read something that someone said that they might do. It would be reading or saying this person said this or that. Speculation would be I'm saying that's what they are going to do. So, yeah, interesting. Not now. After 4:30, speculation would still exist if we don't know what is true. Yeah, like on the docket. Yeah. I have said, possibilities just based on, filings that the judge may respond, sometime this week. Yeah, just based on history. So I think I've tried to clarify it. Yeah. But I said that I wouldn't specifically speculate on what's going to happen today. Now, let's see if I can ask another question in a different way. Okay, so I asked the question, is it wrong to speculate in general? And the response came back again. I'm in this case, I am using ChatGPT. I could use Gemini. I could use a number, and I have used a number of AI to answer questions. Yeah, and AI is a powerful tool, but it does rely on input, just like I put that in. Okay. So the response that I received is the short answer is no. Longer adult answer, well, it might depend on where you do it, how you label it, and what power you're holding when you do it. But in general, speculation is normal. It's how humans plan, anticipate risk, and decide whether to bring, I guess someone might call it an umbrella. Brains speculate constantly. That's true. That's not a moral failure. So it's not a morality to speculate. That's just biology doing forecasting. So we do it all the time. In science or in medicine, speculation is allowed only when it's flagged as such. One hypothesis is, or this could suggest that. further data would need to be analyzed or would be needed to support a conclusion and or hypothesis. Yeah. So we already know this, unlabeled speculation. If it's unlabeled, like in medicine, is how people can get hurt. Yeah. So that's why there are studies, there are trials, and it's a long process. Yeah, because it has to be evidence based. That's what they call evidence based medicine. You can speculate, oh, let's put together this, science and or pharmaceutical, and unless it won't get licensed, right? Yeah. In law, I'm reading, so that's in science and medicine. In law, speculation, um, it's coined, can be radioactive. Courts don't punish curiosity, but they do punish presenting guesses as facts. So in a legal setting, facts equal admissibility or admissible. Inferences equal carefully tethered to facts. Speculation is treated as noise at best, credibility damage at worst. Judges, I'm reading. Now, this again, I told you what I'm reading from, aren't offended by uncertainty. They're offended by confidence without proof. All these points could be explored further. Let's see. In public commentary, and that's what we do here on, podcasts, podcasters, yeah, online commentary. It says this is where people get sloppy. Speculation becomes a problem when, let me just read it. It's stated declaratively. It imputes intent, motive, or future conduct, or it escalates fear without evidence. That's when speculation stops being neutral and starts shaping narratives. And narratives, once out, don't come with an undo button. Yeah. So things that are put out there, it's like, can you undo it? Can you unsay it? Can you unring the bell? Let's see what else. Speculation is not wrong if you label it as speculation. Separate it from facts and don't use it to justify actions against someone. Balance this with it becomes wrong when, again, I've already told you what I'm reading from. It's implied rather than stated, used to inflame or used to substitute for evidence. Yeah, credibility matters. And we already know the court is watching patterns. And yeah. So again, today, my instinct tells me I'm going to avoid speculation on this and discipline myself. Yeah. Restraint. Restraints I've been trying to exercise. Restraint here. Yeah. It's 9:40. Yeah. And please support this channel by hitting the like. Yeah. Let's see what you have to say. Um, Thank you so much, V Love, for the $5 super chat this morning. I appreciate you. And good morning. Good morning. And always the support that you give to this channel is appreciated. Let's see who's here. Good morning. It's Plotter says, good morning. Teddy, I honestly and sincerely hope everything goes your way today. What would that look like? Won't say it just yet. You know, that's a question that I'm not certain of. The question comes in case you're listening, maybe you're at home, at work, wherever, driving. There's a question here. Sharon says, depending on when the court checks their mail, I know it works here, but unsure how Teddy's court will work. Will it go by postmark or I don't know. That I don't know. Let's see what because we said we can read from the order. Let's go back to ECF 118 if I have it pulled up. Maybe while I'm looking for it, I could go to Pacer, but I already downloaded ECF 118. So again, every time you go on Pacer and check something, it goes. And it adds up quickly. Yeah. Let's see. If I downloaded it to a specific disk and I'll pull that out. And I should have had that one plugged in because that's the one I use most frequently now. Yeah. I was doing some other checking. See if I plugged in the correct disk here. DB, hard drive, external. Uh, where's my email? Let's just play some music. Yeah. While I look for this. Perfect, because it just went right with that music. So this comes from ECF 118. So I'll just read this portion and then the order. Um, so this is page 8 of 26. A. Defendant's emergency motion to stay. The court notes that defendant's filing regarding her objections to Judge Stafford's order consist of both objections to Judge Stafford's order and an emergency motion to stay Judge Stafford's order requiring defendant to disclose her identity by November 3rd, 2025, ECF number 82, page ID 1127 through 1133. The court issued an order staying this November 3rd, 2025 deadline pending resolution of defendant's objections. ECF number 95. Because this relief is already granted, defendant's emergency motion to stay is denied as moot. Let's go to the end here. In the conclusion, 5. For the reasons set forth above, defendant's objections to magistrate judge's order, ECF number 82, are overruled. That was an order she wanted the strike removed. Defendant's motion to stay is denied as moot. Defendant's objections to magistrate judge's order striking, ECF number 83, are overruled. ECF number 94, and defendant's motion for leave to submit video evidence is denied. Further, the court's order staying defendant Danielle Robertson's deadline to file a written notice identifying her legal name and postal address is vacated. ECF number 95, defendant must file this written notice by December 15th, 2025. It is so ordered, dated December 4th, 2025, by the United States District Judge Judith E. Levy. I don't see anything outside of that except a certificate of service. I don't see anything that says objection to this must be filed in 14 days. This is all I see. So I can't speculate except this is what I've read on the order. So I wanted those of you who haven't seen it to see it, to answer maybe the question. I don't know. Um, Mailing something that arrives outside of December 15th, I can't even speculate on it, and I won't. And like I said, I don't even know exactly the rules, how that would work. Yeah. So on that, I can't say. All I know is what is written here. Must file this written notice by December 15th. The written notice identifying her legal name and postal address. So I can tell you on this, it's by December 15th. And the close of the court is 4:30. So I'm just looking at the word by, and then only again I'm referring to a chat GPT just on the word by in legal terms for court. What by December 15, 2025 means, and again, this is what is chat GPT. December 15 counts. December 16 does not. I don't know. By it says, is no grace period hiding in that sentence? I don't know. So obligation is saying is satisfied when a document is filed on the docket. I don't know. I don't know what compliance would look like. So if it arrives by mail and if it's not docketed by the end of today business. And I'll leave it there. Now let's go back to the fireplace. Let's go down. Let's see. Yeah. All right. We'll read Sharon again. I'm knee deep in the rabbit hole of when the documents must arrive to be timely. I can see that that's what's on your mind. To be timely. Yeah. And I'm looking at the deadline for them to be on the docket. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Now, to be filed by. That's why I said something can be filed and it will not get docketed. It's possible until tomorrow. But as long as it has that filing date, filed by, that's even filed today, has that date on it, December 15th. That's what I'm thinking is docketed. Physically docketed, yeah, but has a filing date. That's what I'm thinking. Filed by. That's what I said. Filed by. Yeah. Mhm. Yes. Thank you, baby Choo Choo. I ask the Lord for a spirit of self control every day. It's so hard. It is. If you can bridle your tongue, that's very hard. Patience is virtue. Yes. In words, we're human. Mhm. Let's see. How about that? It's almost 10 o'clock, what I planned for this hour. Now I could play some music and just let it play. Yeah, for a while. Good morning, old school Patricia. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. All comments in the chat are allegedly, and are their personal opinions. Yeah, I really don't know. Yeah, I have said, and I'll say it at least one time today, anything can happen. That's not speculation. Yeah. Well, it is 10 o'clock straight up and down. All right. And for me, I need to take this break to at least address some things that I need to do. Um, Maybe for a while, I'll just play a little holiday music in the background, relaxing, unwinding. And for those of you that want to hang around, you're welcome to do so. I may stop it at a certain time, come back, and then decide if I'm going to come back at noon as well. We'll see. Well, I thought I had opened up the mic. I've made some phone calls. And as I mentioned, I won't be checking the docket until noon. I'm just going to give it, in blocks of time. And yeah, so I hope you've been enjoying this music. We've been on for 2 hours and 14. So someone asked if I could leave this broadcast up all day. I can. The thing is, if I run over 4 hours, I think it's 4 or 5 hours, then you can't edit the video online. It won't. Uh, yeah, it has to do with the editing. Yeah, so longer videos you can't chop them up or anything. You just kind of have to leave it that way. So that's why I would want to, stop the video, in this broadcast at some point and then restart a new broadcast so that I'd have a little bit more control. Yeah. So that would be it. But I can broadcast all day. And yeah, I'm thinking about coming back at noon. Boy, does the time fly by. Let's check that countdown clock and see where we're at. So, remaining in the business day of the court, we have 5 hours, 13 minutes, and 21 seconds. Where's my little TikTok? I don't think I've been. Let's just turn it up just a little bit. And shout out to Cindy White for the $20 super sticker. I appreciate that. Today, for sure. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're still out in the audience live, but for stopping by and showing support for this channel. I see Baby Juju down there. Yeah, that I did see that news of Rob Reiner when it first came in. Yeah, I have like a setting for like breaking news, and I did see that last night, and it is a very sad story. Him and his wife, and this is alleged to be his son, who I don't know anything about his son, the age. I haven't read any more um, this morning because I've been busy since I left. Um, yeah, I don't know any more facts in that. hmm But yeah, Cindy has been a long time supporter of this channel, and I appreciate that. Your very, very generous super sticker this morning. And yes, prayers. Wow, it's just devastating, I'm sure, for the families and the other children if he had them, and, you know, family on both sides. Um, yeah, on it's just awful. In laws and just devastating news to be. Yeah, Rob Reiner. Yeah, his name is very familiar in Hollywood. Yeah, when I first heard it, it it was a name that was familiar. I couldn't remember, if it was an actor or I just knew it was something in Hollywood, something to do with that TV or whatever. But yeah, he was executive producer. Mhm. Yeah. So, have you been enjoying the music and the conversation with all your other bears? Yeah, my other bears, grizzlies and honey bears. And yes, today is D for day zero. And if you are just now joining me, the countdown is 5 hours, uh, 9 minutes, and 50 seconds away from the court closing when the filing for the defendant, Danielle Robertson, to submit to the court her legal name and her postal address. It was ordered on the 4th of December. hmm And so we'll wait. Um, Again, checking to see a couple of things, one of which to see if there was a possibility something was filed on Friday. What that something is, I don't know. Okay. So let me make that clear. There could have been something filed on Friday that would comply, mhm, that would fall in the category of, again, this is a general category, refusal, noncompliance. Something like that could have been filed Friday. Mhm. Can't tell you what that is, um, but I'm just saying. And then today, if nothing is filed, then that would fall in that third bucket. Yeah. So, and if nothing was filed on Friday, then it won't appear today. And I don't think it would have been, it would appear tomorrow, because usually Fridays filings, they show up on Mondays. Now, there could be something, outside that would be unusual, but yeah, that's why I say anything can happen. hmm And then, secondly, that's for the defendant, and something could be filed by the judge. Um, Today, nothing was filed on Friday that showed up in the docket. And I think, not sure, if the judge files something, they're right at the court. And certainly the clerks and others would make sure that that would get on the record. So, but I can't be certain either. I don't think um, the judge would, her filings would appear late. You know, yeah, I think they get priority. So, at least getting docketed. I'll just say that again. I don't know. Yeah. So that's a real possibility, And and I'll be checking the docket after noon, right? So I think maybe I'll wrap this up by 11:30. I haven't checked my email yet. Um, yeah, let me do that. Let's throw the fireplace up again. And I will go ahead, yeah, and say biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please join me again today. And what I'll do right now, my plan is to start a new broadcast afternoon. Um, so that'll give me a half an hour or so. And others, maybe if you want to, yeah, yeah. Then some of you may join uh, later on tonight. I don't know. Yeah. But the holiday music is nice for this time of year. Yeah. Let me go ahead and check my email, and I'll be right back. right. So I put in the chat and I'll just put it up that I'm going to come back after 2 o'clock. It may be before then, but I made a phone call and I just need to take an extended break. And yes, I could let music play in that. But I like to at least start the broadcast out, with some conversation. And I'm not going to be able to do that at noon necessarily. It could have been closer to 1, but I think I better leave myself a little bit of a window. So, what I'm going to ask is keep your bear phones on. I will definitely come back this afternoon. All right. And then what we'll do, we'll let that um, run through at least the close of the court. All right. And maybe I can also include maybe a video, more conversation for an afternoon broadcast. Yeah. So if you just allow me, give me a little time, and maybe I can put something more together along with some things that I need to do. All right. So I think that'll be it. I've checked my email, and that'll give some of you time, and yeah, give you a little bit of a break. Yeah, and then we can come back and extend it like that. Mhm. So I've already said my biggest bear hugs, and I hope everyone has a great morning. What's left of it? It's just about 11:30, and that means it's time to say goodbye. You can share this video if you like, or yeah, but mainly keep your eyes on the community wall, and I'll let you know any updates. And by then, we'll know something when I come back. Update for noon. All right. And you might do some checking yourself. I don't know. Uh, unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. But that's going to do it for me. Please join Unwind with Teddy later tonight for sure, for Analyze This Mess, and later this afternoon when I come back. Anything else before I say goodbye? It's 11:30 exactly. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Uh, good day.